Hi, and we are now semi-live. Hi, I'm Kara858, and today we're bringing you Rivenwood Academy Season 2, Episode 16. Of course, here at the Cookout, we always like to give love and support to different individuals in the community. We like to shout out different channels, so perhaps you could take a look at their content and support them on their endeavors. First, as always, we love to give a huge shout out for is a good friend of ours. His name is Adrian Bear, also known as Aries, and he has a Twitch/YouTube channel called The Bear Pen. If you follow their content, you'll be able to see great stuff like Blood in the Bayou. You'll be able to see a new upcoming D&D campaign and quite a few other content coming in the near future. Some of the individuals here in this cast is actually featured in some of their content. So if you take a look at their Twitter page as well as their Twitch, you'll be able to follow them from all of their TTRPG goodness. So that is The Bear Pen, that is with the H. The second shout out we would like to give a shout out for is our good friends Cutie Patootie, also known as the Brandy Rose. The Brandy Rose is a good friend of ours, and she's been featured a couple of our shows. She has just recently started on Twitch, and she's going to be appearing in quite a few new shows in the near future. So definitely, she just also recently became an affiliate on Twitch. So if you're interested in game design, romance games, and a bit of TTRPG goodness, make sure to follow her at twitch.tv at Cutie Patootie. And the last shout out we would like to have for is, of course, another good friend of ours. Her name is Glyza. Glyza, of course, you'll be able to find on many of our shows, including Lords of Faerun. She also has just recently started her own Twitch and also just recently became an affiliate. So if you love romance, because she surely does, definitely take a look at her Twitch page and support her on her endeavors. So those are all the shout outs that we have for today. In terms of announcements, we do have, of course, a couple of new shows coming out in the near future. Actually, when this comes out, it'll be already out. We have one called Gods of Color, featuring me as the DM. It features individuals such as Ree, Cynthia Marie, Melee Damage, Glyza as well, Brandy Rose. It is something we've been working on for quite a bit of time, and we're super excited to be able to show you what we've been working on. And with that, we also have quite a few new shows coming in within the next couple of months. So if you want to follow all of our content, make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs for not just TTRPG goodness, but also Die Hard Dice giveaways. So with that said, I think it's about time we wrap our announcements and switch over to our intro video for episode 16 of Rivenwood Academy.
Micah, Ardris, Meaty, Callan, Otis. Behold the spellbinding abilities of Rivenwood Academy.
All right, and we are back. So with that said, Aaron, take it away.
Ooh, a lot of stuff happened last time. We had a couple of very intriguing conversations, including the introduction of Lady Vinfina, someone that Ardris clearly knows pretty well, and that Ben would like to know. We also, well, for most of us, traveled to a distant place to the north, down into a series of caves, in order to gain the material component of a Medusa or basilisk blood, in order to save our dear friend Miri. But before we hop back to that place, we're going to flash back a little bit to what Kellen was up to that previous night and how he gets to where the party is. So Kellen, the previous night before everything that's going to happen for the rest of this episode, you went to bed fairly early, but woke up quite early when you were struck with a flash of insight concerning your mysterious box. So I will tell you that while you were gone, I had your character come down looking a little bit askew and not quite ready to go because of the events that are fixing to happen. So you gave your apologies and said you'd catch up with them. We're going to explore what happened that they didn't see. So Pyrea is there taking a nap. She's asleep as you are sitting in front of this table that you had set up where you could see the window and have the door behind you. And you're looking at that box. And as you remember, it is wrapped with a glyph in a way that you've never seen glyphs in like this kind of 3D space like this before. And last time, you noticed that one of the corners had some give to it. And so at roughly 3 o'clock this morning, you were just like, I think I know at least how to do this part. And so you sat down in front of the box, and as you kind of pressed and twisted this corner, you found that this box started to move, not along the edges of the cube, but instead the faces of it in like diagonal planes began to shift and blossom open into kind of a jagged looking bowl configuration. And in this place, you can see that the glyph is on the bottom half of that bowl through the inside and then curves around the outside and back around. So the glyph is still in this weird 3D space that covers both the concave inside of the bowl as well as the flowing out the outside of the bowl. And as you look at it, you can see that this glyph, the lines are intricate, but there is, in the very bottom of this bowl, kind of where the center of this glyph would be, you look at it for a little bit, and I don't remember what you got your last time you checked all this out. Let's roll an investigation check this time, because I think you did Arcana last time.
Absolutely. Investigation. Is this a process that I might be able to guide myself in with the knowledge of artificing that I have?
I think you're doing this deliberately. Yes. This is not like a, what are you thinking in the moment, but you are actually trying to suss it out.
That is a total of 24 on a natural 20.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to let you know that I put a DC 24 on here for something, and I hate you for hitting it. So, great job. As you do, you're like, in the very bottom of this kind of bowl structure, it looks like you could place a hand. I think maybe curiosity gets out of you a little bit, and you're like, whoa, let's see what happens. Feel bond, signature, an arcane lock dispels, and while your hand is placed against it, these words begin to form above it in light. And it says, I breathe, I consume, I grow, I die, yet I do not live. And then when you take your hand away, the words disappear.
Okay. I breathe, I consume, I grow, but I do not live.
I grow, I die, yet I do not live.
I grow, I die, but I do not live. Okay.
And if you put your hand back in that spot, the same words come up. Take it away, goes away. I get to do so few puzzles with this group. Sorry. You're my puzzle guinea pig.
I think he gets out a scratch sheet of paper and writes it down, starts kind of trying to break out the components of it. Do any of these words have more specific origins in the language that I saw it written in that he might be able to use as clues to what's happening?
It is written in common.
I see. It's written in common.
I think probably after a few minutes of puzzling it over, I think Kellen's getting really focused. We've seen this a few times with Kellen when he's working on something, like he gets that like kind of tunnel vision. And I think maybe you don't realize, like, as you're working through this, maybe out loud and writing it out, you're making a little bit of noise. And Pyria kind of, are you not asleep? It's like, I don't know what time it is. You know that it is approximately 6 in the morning.
He goes, it's like 6:17 and 35 seconds.
Like
6,
early.
30.
What are you
Yes.
doing? Why are you not asleep?
The rest of the greatest minds of the world are sleeping right now, so if I'm going to somehow make it ahead of them, I need to be awake.
That sounds
Ridiculous? Yeah, I didn't really convince myself either.
Yeah. Okay.
I just had an idea I needed to work out. Hey, can I run a phrase by you here?
Sure. Yeah. She kind of gets up and like starts kind of trying to tame her hair a little bit and work on the jewelry that's on the edge of her horns. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, I'm listening. What's up?
I breathe, I consume, I grow, I die, but I do not live. At first I was thinking maybe it was some kind of anthropomorphization or something, but that seems unlikely. It seems like it's probably referring more to some sort of concept. I'm wondering if die really means die, or if it could be like a different form of die, like DYE. Maybe that's like a little bit of the trick of the puzzle. Anyway, sorry, that phrase. I breathe, I consume, I grow, I die, but I do not live. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what breathes. I don't know. Trees breathe, right? I guess that's a thing. But no, they're alive. No, that's stupid.
That is true. See, I was thinking maybe something like society, right? All things that become will eventually unbecome, sort of thing. I can't really wrap my head around how society breathes exactly.
So if it's society, what do you... Oh, sorry, what is this for? I don't... Is this like a book or something? And that's when she sees the bowl, and she's like, what?
He puts his hand on the spot.
Oh. Sorry, where did you get a fancy bowl? The cat also wants to know. Where'd you get the bowl from?
Bim? Twice?
What? Did Ben come by and I just slept through it?
No.
That'd be... Oh, dear.
This is the secret box I got earlier.
Oh, this is the box. Oh, this is the box. Oh, okay. This is wizard nonsense. Okay.
Well,
Yeah. Well, how do you put society in a box or bowl, whatever?
well, they can put it into books, so why not in a box?
So you think you put a book in the bowl box thingy?
If you had detailed records of a previous society, you could store them in some sort of extra dimensional container, like maybe this box, and that would be, in a way, storing that society. If you stored everything they know.
There is a cat that has wandered into your room and is currently sitting on the windowsill.
Is it cute?
Hella cute is what it is. It is super adorable.
I think
Maybe magical, you don't know.
I think Kellen then acting like this is a totally normal thing that happens all the time where cats sneak in past his alarm bells. Just go over and start petting the cat mindlessly while he's talking.
Yeah. The cat is incredibly receptive and just kind of like curls up against your hand, and when you stop, headbutts your hand so you'll do it more.
As is tradition, naturally.
As is tradition. Yeah. Pyria puts her hand on the spot and nothing happens. And she's like, oh. Wait, what? Okay, you tell me What was it again?
I breathe, I consume, I grow, I die, but I do not live.
So you're trying to think of something that does the things, but isn't living.
Yes. It acts in all ways as if it is living, but is not alive, which is why I think it must be a concept. Because concepts act in that way, right?
Maybe it's like poetry. Like, I don't know, like, well, I guess no. Oh man, I am not smart enough for this. Okay, what dies but doesn't live? Maybe that's something?
Hope?
Society doesn't die. I don't know. Can you think of anything that's not hope? No. How do you put hope in the bowl? Are we trying to put something in the bowl? Is that what opens it? Or is it already open? I don't understand.
I'm not sure about that part either. But this feels like a puzzle that we need to entangle. I mean, he will talk into it, and I assume it's still doing the thing where it responds to his voice when he speaks and then stops.
Yeah, the glyph gets just a bit brighter. And then
Clearly, I'm supposed to say something, but I guess it's not hope.
other than the response to the loudness of your voice, there's no other effect. What about, I don't know, mountains grow and they're not alive. Can you put a mountain or something in here? Or do mountains eat? It's kind of weird.
No, not so much. Although you could say that they die in a manner of speaking, as the weathering of the ages knocks them down. But I don't think it's mountain either.
Please stop biting. The cat is now mad at me. Your cat gets up off the windowsill and walks through the door. Not through an open door, just through the door.
Helen barely even notices, honestly.
I think that you spend some time. This is the part where you go downstairs and you talk to them. And you're like, no, I'm working on something. I'll meet up with you later. You come back up, and Pyrie is staring at it and staring at it and staring at it. How do you want to try to break this puzzle? Like, if you want some in-time, real-world time, I'll give it to you. But if you want to try and apply one of your skills to assist,
I guess we're really looking for like some new source of insight here, right? He's probably like looking over his own notes. He's probably trying to, in the conversation with Pyria, look for the spark that leads him down the path. So I would propose insight.
okay, roll an insight check. Pyrie is assisting you, so roll with advantage.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask for guidance here. 15?
15? Ooh. What can I give you at 15? For 15 on insight, your own kind of thought process plays back to you. You're like, all I need is a spark of something in order to figure this out. And Pyrie is sitting there going over, I don't know, like, oceans don't breathe. Trees do breathe, but they're alive. Something that breathes, but it's not alive.
Fire.
I guess technically that's like breathing, right? Like it takes air or whatever. You can't have fire without an air. You can feed it. I know that.
Consumes. And when it consumes,
It grows.
and when it dies out, you call it, dying
Yeah.
out.
And it's not alive.
It's the opposite of being alive in a sense.
I'm pretty sure the opposite of being alive is dead, not fire, but okay. So now what?
This is going to be fun.
Is that one of those things where I should be like against the far wall? I'm just saying, I have only seen this process from like a distance where you looked absolutely terrible the next day because you hadn't slept like all night, but like, can you give me like a danger scale?
Oh, absolutely terrible I looked. That's what you want to hear from your girlfriend. Firebolt. He's just like staring at her and he like firebolts right into the...
She like flinches back, not expecting it, despite the like somatic components. She clearly was more focused on your words. And as you do that, you see that all of the spider web kind of glyphs that wrap on this bowl, and the fire remains contained inside this bowl after you finish casting it. And then you start hearing whirs as the box that is a bowl begins to unfold further. And it is unfolding and reassembling at this frighteningly fast pace. The fire is burning brighter and brighter until suddenly you realize, standing in front of you, kind of like a dressmaker's mannequin, is an automaton that stands just a little bit taller than you. It has no facial features. It's kind of like a dressmaker's mannequin where it's just like the shape of the head, but it is solid, smooth metal with well-articulated joints. On each of its wrists, there are 2 golden bracers. And then the center of its torso is where that glyph now shines. And in the center of it, there is an octagonal glass piece, and inside you can see a fire burning. In roll 20, I am going to assign you something, but someone has let you use a steel defender. So this thing stands in front of you. And Pyrie is just like, did you plan for that? Tell me you planned that, right?
I'd love to say yes, but turns out you get mad when I lie to you. So no, I had no idea that was going to happen.
I generally do not like it when you lie to me. That is absolutely true. I've added it to your journal now so you can see the stats.
Is this thing still responding to my voice? He asked, looking to see if it responds to the sound of his voice at all.
You don't see like any ears or eyes or mouth or anything, but as you speak, the head kind of swivels to face your direction.
Whoa.
You can hear like this soft whirring sound, almost like clockwork. And then just that soft, like the glow of that fire that's kind of like brighter and then smaller, almost like heartbeat.
Automaton, what is your name?
Just stares at you. Well, it would stare if it had eyes. It faces you.
Do you have a name? Pyria, I'm not sure it has a name.
Maybe you have to give it a name.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
We got a close chat.
I wish I knew who constructed you. Maybe it was Ben.
Ooh. You rolled really good investigation earlier. I'm going to say, having been in Ben's classroom and seen kind of their style of tinkering, it bears a lot of those hallmarks.
So you were made by Bim, huh? Well, Bim has always been straightforward. Automaton, your name is Automaton.
There's no visible reaction.
We're gonna call it Automaton. Pyria, trust me, Bim's gonna love it.
Okay, cool. I love making new friends. This is fantastic. What does it do? Can it hear me? Should I?
Automaton, defend Pyria.
The automaton moves in between Pyria and the door.
Whoa. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not expect that to work.
Does it have to be supposed to be? Because, like...
Does automaton scare you?
I guess the short answer is yes. The long answer is yes. But, I mean, scare is a strong word. It's just, I've never seen anything like it before.
Okay. Automaton,
Like, it doesn't have a face.
to me.
The automaton moves to where it is in between you and Pyria, facing you.
Pyria, you shouldn't have said that. You really shouldn't have said that.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Do you have any paint?
I don't like it. What? No, I'm currently not in my home. Like, do you think I have buckets of paint on me?
Well, not.
Do you
not,
have any paint?
Not buckets, Pyria. Don't be ridiculous. Just like a little jar or something.
I mean, I have some nail polish.
That'll work.
Okay. I hope it's okay that it's pink.
Oh, it's fine. And he's gonna use the pink nail polish to paint like a little smiley face on the automaton.
This is too good. Yes, absolutely. That is, I want fan art so bad now. Yes, absolutely. There's now a nail polish smiley face on the outside of this. Oh, it's so good.
There you go, Pyria. Now he has a happy pink face.
An immense improvement. Absolutely. All of my fears gone just like that. Who could imagine nail polish? Mr. Automaton? Ms. Mix Automaton?
They prefer Otto.
Okay, Otto, can you just maybe go over there? It doesn't move.
Hey, Otto, go over there.
It moves. It's now with a back against the wall, so it has like maximum degree field of vision, with the two of you centered in front of it.
Otto is awesome, Pyria. Oh my gosh.
I still don't understand what it like. Okay, so it walks. That is amazing. Can it do anything else? Like, can it sit? Let's just start with the basics. Like, it can't talk.
This is a extremely well designed machine that can probably fight, Pyria. It's not a dog. We do not make it sit.
I mean, you kind of were treating it like a dog. I mean, you told it to heal and also like to guard me and stuff, and then to go over that. Like, those are pretty dog-like commands. Like, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that I would adopt the language that you were using.
Okay. I'm not mad, but I definitely did not say heal. Okay, don't tell automatons to heal. Tell them to destroy.
You did say to me, which sounded like something. Do you tell people to me? Because that's iffy, right? Like, that's not just me, right? Maybe it's a human thing.
No.
Oh,
I
is that?
would never do that.
Okay, so...
Anymore after class with Alfred Kloon.
Gotcha. Okay. Man, I really wish I'd taken class with him.
Yeah, he was super awesome. Hey, watch this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that Kellen has a practice dagger of like a wooden sort of make or like a blunted sort of steel dagger in his bag somewhere. Okay, Otto, it's time to train. He's gonna try to use the practice dagger and see if the automaton will defend itself and counterattack.
Okay, do me a favor. Roll an attack roll.
Okay.
I will also roll something, and then we're going to see what happens.
Well.
It moves faster than you would expect. And it comes up, and its left arm comes up and grabs your wrist. And as it does, you watch as its arm kind of begins to separate. And all of a sudden, there are, for both arms, in fact, all of these weird spider-like protrusions that come to a point that are kind of wreathing from its back and out towards you. It doesn't make any attack at you, but it is a very defensible position. Yet it's still holding your wrist.
Paria, I found battle mode.
I see that. Can you turn it off? Or maybe just never attack it ever again. That would be super.
Auto at ease.
And all of those little spindly protrusions collapse back into what looks like normal automaton arms with normal articulations. And it lets go of your wrist and its hands fall to its side.
Otto is my new favorite person, and he'll put the practice dagger back into the bag.
I am a little bit offended, but I recognize this comes from a place of newness, and I'm just not going to take it to heart.
He looks at her and he says, "You are much more than just a person to me."
That is incredibly sweet, and I don't know what to do with it, so okay. Sounds good. Yeah, so you do that for a while, and then you realize they have left about 30 minutes ago. If you want to try to catch up with them, you probably ought to get going.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah?
Well, you know, we were looking at Miri the other day, and we were like, man, I wonder what happened to Miri. And then there was all that stuff going on, and then there's like, go fight the basilisks or Medusa or something. And I was like, yeah, totally, guys, I got you on that. And the problem is, when I told them that I had them on that, they also left now. I don't really know how I'm supposed to have them on that from here. So
you're going, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I should. Unless you don't want me to. In which case, I don't actually know what I would do in that case. But I'd like to know if that's how you feel.
I don't love the idea that you're going, especially since you're going kind of by yourself until you meet up with them or whatever. But Miri is super important, and I recognize that there's some stuff we could do. Yeah. I'm not going to stop you. Of course. And I wouldn't just like try to stop you anyway, because like you're a person, not like, you've got to make your own choices sometimes,
Would you feel better if Otto were protecting me or if he were protecting you?
No, you for 100% you, because then at least on the road you've got like someone with you.
True.
Can you hear me? Like, I feel really awkward talking about it in front of him. I just feel really awkward talking about Otto in front of... I'm sorry, Otto. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking with you. I would feel better if Otto and you went together.
Kellen places his hand on Otto's shoulder, and he goes, Otto, I just want to let you know that everything you are and everything you do is extremely appreciated.
There's no visible response.
You know,
I don't actually know if he even hears me at all. Like, clearly he hears you, but I don't know if he hears me.
But yeah, no, totally gotta go. Sorry. I'll be back. I promise.
You promise?
But we're not just gonna leave Miri petrified. I mean, I think I can actually mostly guarantee it this time.
Okay. You have always shown to be a good judge of the situation before. I trust your assessment. Be safe.
Are you gonna go back to hang out with the school?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it would be really weird just to be in. Oh, should I stay with Mary? I was gonna say it would be weird to be in Argis's house, but Drogon and Elliot are here, so.
Miri would really like it if you were there when she woke up, but it's up to you.
No, I'll stay.
Okay. Hey, Otto, follow me.
And as you turn to move, Otto is about 10 feet behind you.
Kellen goes to the door and opens it. Does she follow, like to go over to Miri's room? Or?
Yeah.
So he kind of like lets her out of the room, closes the door behind him, stands there for a second awkwardly and goes, well, bye.
Yeah, bye.
He'll offer her a hug.
She darts in very quickly, plants a kiss on you, and then runs over to Mary's room, like immediately.
She'll warm up to you eventually, Otto. Come on. He'll start walking down the stairs.
And it follows. For the sake of travel, we're going to condense this down into 2 rolls. So if you could give me a perception check and then a survival check. They have given you pretty clear directions on how to get where you're going. We're just going to see how quickly...
Weird question. Can Otto assist him at least with the perception part?
Well, technically, Otto cannot be surprised. So, yeah, I'm going to say that he can't help you with the survival, but he can help you with perception.
18 perception. I should have asked before I rolled it. 8 on the survival.
Did you want to try to loop time for your survival?
If I can, yes, I would like to do that.
For the survival, you can.
I suppose there's no chance that he's smarter the second time and can guide himself on the survival.
No, I think you can. Like, the time loop is an intentional thing, so... It's fine.
5.
With guidance? Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
1 on the D4, 3 on the D20, plus 1 bonus.
Good news is you're not ambushed or waylaid by anyone on your way there. You remain vigilant. You don't make as good a time as the other group did, so you're a little bit behind them. So I will introduce you when you get there. It won't be too terribly long. We're going to bounce from where Kellen is currently making his way to this area back into the depths of this dungeon. I'm not sure what we're calling it. It's a weird labyrinth of like caves and warped stone. Kind of fits my definition of dungeon. So you guys just successfully murdered this basilisk. Unfortunately for you, as you murdered it, it turned completely to stone. There was no blood to be found. What would you like to do?
We got a little bit of blood off the gauntlets, right?
Yeah, but like, when I say a little bit, I mean a little
Not
bit.
enough, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like cotton swab versus a vial, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to do now? That can't be enough.
No, that's not enough. I guess gotta be more.
How to find another one.
Yeah.
Is that a nice dog? Well, Otis would turn to you and be like, that a nice dog?
Really, when she wants to be, and she's nice now.
I'm sorry. Where exactly did that come from?
I summoned it. She's very
Unaware.
nice.
Unaware you were a summoner of such odd creatures.
She's the only one I can summon. I can't do it very often though.
Otis will look over at Nazareth and be like, can you talk to the dog?
Talk to the dog.
You know
Sits
it's
down,
bird.
flies down to the dog. Talk to the dog. And this shrouded, spiritual, weird hound just kind of, you see like wisps of smoke.
So Micah was sitting next to Yvain because they remember Yvain was kind of nervous and a bit shaken from the last endeavor, so they're going to gently place a hand on like their wrist and says, "Do you feel better now?"
Oh, a little bit, yes, thank you. This is just all very new to me.
Scary?
Very much so. You know, I'm used to books and the garden and not fighting giant reptile things, but if we need more blood, we should probably go find another one.
Okay. Well, my friend will keep us safe.
Yeah, kid, it's my job. Your mama said so.
Okay. And they kind of like stand up and then like kind of like wipe their hands because I'm pretty sure the ground was pretty dusty, so they wipe their hands against their cloth. And they'll offer a hand to Yvain to help them stand up.
She'll take it and then like pause and like shake her skirt just to get like any dirt off of it. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
As you look around the room, you have that secret passage behind you, and you can see that there is a door in the corner. On your map, it is on the bottom side and south side.
We just see like okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That little line with the box is a door.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
right here.
are we ready to continue forward?
Okay.
Stepping over these chunks of stone from the basilisk corpse, you come to the door and find that it is locked.
Don't suppose any of you can unlock a door?
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Bim will open the store.
And go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. I believe you're proficient with sleight of hand, right? It's Dexterity proficiency for your thieves.
Can Otis kind of listen near the door and see if he hears something beyond it?
Unfortunately, Otis is too far away from the door to do so at the moment. You can try to listen if you want, but
I'll try. Might as well.
roll perception with disadvantage because you're also trying to hear past everyone else.
Okay. Nazareth cannot help, I'm assuming.
No. Because you're using your own ears.
Okay.
That would be a 23. I rolled kind of low.
All right.
I roll kind of low.
At disadvantage, that is, an 18.
Nice.
All OP. All right, so you kind of expand your senses, close your eyes, and focus on the sound. The battle was kind of loud, so you think that as you're listening, if there is anything out there, it's probably heard you. But as you listen, nothing in particular catches your attention until you hear the click, click, click of Bim just like completely casually being like, "Yep, oh, it's open."
Like, oh. Were you doing
yeah,
something?
I gotta move a thing. Hold on. I'm learning how the new dynamic lighting stuff works. I gotta do a thing. There we go. The door is open.
Door's open. I go outside.
Okay.
Let me click over. There we go.
Is this a fun way? That doesn't look like a fun way.
It is quite dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. Do we need to do more stealth checks?
Oh, we gotta move around a lot.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be stealthy, then I need a group stealth check.
Alright, we're being stealthy. Let me see if
Come
I
on,
got
Otis.
something.
19 for Ardris.
Okay, that's solid. I think that's an 11. Yeah, that's an 11 for Otis.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for Bim.
Okay.
It's a whole whopping 3.
Oh
Nice. One more.
10 for Micah.
Interesting spread, you guys.
And state as a friendly reminder that I have the alert feat.
I appreciate your reminder.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in stealth. I only have a +2.
Right, well, which direction should we go?
Well, we came down this way. Or war. Wait a minute. Is this a dead end right here, Aaron?
Tim, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
No, hold on. Ardris, I also need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Yeah, Otis would have followed.
This is going to be a 15.
That's a dirty 20 for Ardris.
Okay. As you step into this area, the ground below you begins to crumble, and both of you manage to just dart to an area of tile that remains up as the rest falls away into darkness. Neither of you take any damage, but the way forward is down.
Yeah.
There's no more floor in front of you.
There's no more forward.
Yeah, and to get back to where you are, you're going to be needing to do some athletics. Well, first you're going to have to ask somebody to move out of the way.
I'll go down. And then Michael head down this way.
Do I know anything about this place? Like these ruins? You know, what it was for?
I'm over a little bit ahead for you.
No, not exactly. It is
Yeah,
not like it is not a place that is well known. There's just been a lot of rumors about, oh, you don't want to go here. And for the most part, people don't have a lot of reason to go here. So I think some of the rumors have been ideas of rumors. I don't think that you have anything specific to go on.
Alright, well, I guess we have to go back then, unless you want to go down.
Can Bim see anything down there?
As you look down, it looks like those rocks just crumbled in like a rockfall, sort of. So it's not that there's really anything down there. It's that the floor was too unstable and it broke.
Okay.
So there's like a small little narrow cavern kind of directly below this floor, but it does not appear to have any ways in or out of it.
Yeah, no. I think it's safer not to go exploring these caves just yet. So.
Okay, Ardris, if you're hopping back, give me a quick athletics check. Yours will be a relatively low DC because you didn't make it that far in.
16 plus 3, 19.
Ooh, in an unusual display of athletic prowess, you just kind of coil your body and neatly leap back onto solid ground.
As to be expected, how to land.
Can Otis ask Nazareth to kind of like fly over and see where this path would have led.
The ceilings here are very narrow, so Nazareth's going to have difficulty navigating past you all. It will be slow. It will be slow moving. You can send Nazareth forward, but it is not. It would be difficult terrain, basically, like from a vertical perspective.
Okay.
And also, Nazareth is an owl now.
Mm-hmm. A little bit bigger.
So a little bit bigger, yeah. Are you guys going to move so Bim can get out? Because right now Bim is just like standing on like this lone column of stone with the rest of the floor collapsed around him.
So
Professor can handle themselves.
So fortunately, that elemental has what's called amorphous form, which allows it to be able to move into a small space as long as 1 feet. So they're going to move right over here in front of Micah. So that should allow
No problem.
them to go down.
Is that like an open path or like a narrow crevice? Or should Otis walk forward to see?
Well, Bim's coming at you, so let's resolve that.
Okay,
Bim, if you'll give me that athletics check.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is going to be, because I can't do simple math. 22.
22. Ooh, very nice. So Bim very lively kind of just barely touches down on the stone that Argers had been on, and as it crumbles under their weight, finishes the hop back in front of that area. So you are now in between Ardris and Otis.
Okay,
Cool.
we go this way.
Sure, just be careful, because you're leading now, kid.
Okay. And so of course the elemental will go first, and then Micah will follow suit. Boop. And they're just going to look around, see if they see any traps or anything suspicious going on as they continue to make their way over.
Make a survival check.
Okay. Survival is a big. Boop. All right, that's much better. That'd be a 19.
19. The elemental is in front of you, and just as the elemental steps in front of you, something in you screams, "Wait."
Oh.
And as you stop, you watch as the 5 ones ahead of you turn to fire as gouts of flame come from the bottom and then die down again.
Oh.
Your elemental will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Although they're immune to fire.
Really? Well, then they don't.
It's a fire elemental?
Yeah, the fire. Yeah, the fire elemental.
I forgot because I made him blue. Okay, it's my fault. It's my fault.
I thought it was a water elemental too. I didn't.
Yeah, I
I'm on
remember.
the wrong layer. I was like, why can't I get rid of the fire? Because I'm on the wrong layer.
So they just like look around the flames like, oh, and then the elemental probably just turned back at me and it just shrugs. It's like, oh, well, this is bad. Wait, does it go away or does it stay there the entire time?
It flares for about 6 seconds and then goes away.
What should we do?
Well, send your companion forward further to see if it happens again.
Before the elemental moves, after approximately 12 seconds of waiting, the flames go again and then die again.
What's going on over there?
Flames.
Oh, hey, I'm on the wrong layer again. I've got too much stuff going on here. Otis.
Yes.
Your passive perception is 18, yeah?
Yes.
You notice in this spot, I'm going to get rid of the falling ground. It's still there. It's just easier for me to see without it. But for...
We can't help each other.
Get rid of that so we can see it. In front of you, crawling out of that darkened area, you see this massive, giant spider. You clock it about the same time as it clocks you, and it begins to crawl up the walls instead of over like this floor that no longer exists in order to come into this space.
Hey, your name's Elaine, right?
Yes.
We got company.
Oh,
Got a big spider.
Oh no.
And I mean, would you have us roll initiative? Because Otis isn't gonna fight it right out of the gate. Like Otis would actually try to speak to it, would speak with animals.
Well, this spider got a far higher initiative than you.
Oh, we're keeping our same initiative, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can re-roll it once you get into the next big encounter, but I figured for some of the dungeon crawling, we'll just keep the old one. So the spider moves first.
Okay.
And I need you. Oh, no, it's an attack roll. Just kidding. I thought it was a save, but it's an attack roll. Give me just a second to roll that.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20. See, I've been saving it. That's 2 natural 20s in a row because I also got a natural 20 on the initiative.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 25 to hit.
Yeah, you know that's hitting.
Yeah. You are now restrained by webbing as it kind of finishes cresting on it. It actually goes up onto the ceiling and aims down at you. Low ceiling, so like it's basically inhabiting that same space in front of you. But as it aims at you, you are now restrained by webbing. While you're restrained, your movement is 0. Attacks against you have advantage. Your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throw. You can make a strength check as an action to burst through it. The webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. But if you put the webbing in fire, you will also be on fire. Just heads up on that. And then as it has done that, it looks at the rest of you and begins to scuttle backwards. So it moves 2 steps.
So it doesn't move to attack us.
It has attacked Otis. And then now that it is restrained, it is backed up. It's on the ceiling and backs up to where there's no ground below it.
Okay. I think I more meant like it's not moving towards us.
It's not moving
To
towards
try
the
and
rest of the
attack.
group. Correct.
Okay.
Otis.
Speak with
Actually,
animals.
okay. No. I want to resolve it that way. Go ahead. Speak with animals.
All right. Let me spin the spell slot.
Uh-huh.
And Otis and I assume Spider. So like, what'd you do that for?
Okay, so here's the thing. I never come up with spider voices. And I'm so bad with accents anyway. Like, what can I do?
You gotta prepare that just in case we go to the Underdark.
All the characters in this campaign here. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, don't hold this spider against me in the future, all right? Maybe I come up with something better next time. So, its many eyes are looking at you as you speak, and it kind of makes this chittering sound, and in your brain you hear, hungry.
I mean, I got something that can feed you. You won't be hungry for the rest of the day. We don't need to fight nobody.
Make a persuasion check?
I never get to use animal handling.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, fine. Make an animal handling check. Let's just give it a shot.
Hey.
You're using your animal knowledge in order to try and do it. I think that I am convinced.
Okay. Straight animal handling. Oh, let's go. That's a dirty 20. Wait, that's a dirty 21. That's right, because I got +1 from classes.
It kind of cranes its head a little bit and then comes back into the space it was in, drops onto the ground, and this thing's massive. It's very, very big. We're not talking like giant spider, like, oh, the spider's from Australia. We're talking like giant spider, like it takes up a 5-foot square. And so as it rises up on its legs, it's just about eye to eye with you, and it looks at you. Hungry?
Well, I gotta get loose first, but yeah, I got these berries. Fill you up real good.
It turns and it looks at Bim. Bim, you've seen this happening. You can't hear the conversation from Otis's point of view. He's speaking with animals. So what you see is, in common, he goes, "Why'd you do that?" And then he switches to this weird chittering sound. And you're like, and honestly, I would say just read of the situation. The spider is massive, and Otis is wrapped in webs. So it looks dicey.
Okay.
Otis can also mentally communicate with his familiar. Just for the record. Oh yeah, by the way,
true.
Zach, Nazareth is Otis's fine familiar as well as his wildfire spirit now.
Basically, if not summoned as a wildfire spirit, it acts like a familiar.
So the only reason I'm going to say Bim doesn't attack is because they know at least Otis is a student or knows Drogon. Drogon does nature stuff, probably talking to this spider. So Bim is going to just inch a little closer. He's like, Otis.
Does an 18 hit?
Wow. Oh no. Not with shield.
Are you gonna cast shield?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you're burning through those slots. All right. So this spider turns, as you go to step forward, the spider turns, and instantly there's this web, and it is coming towards you in order to entangle you and restrict you. But you cast shield, and the web wraps around this shield, and then as it drops, the web just falls to your feet instead of restraining you. And
hey, Professor, we having a conversation here.
Otis, you hear from the spider, hungry. Fool.
Oh, God.
Give me a second, okay? I'm gonna fix that. And then Otis will tell you, Vane, like, all right, this guy's hungry. I'm gonna give him some food. I just need help getting out of these webs or whatever.
You Vane?
Uh-oh.
We lose it?
She's gonna like
okay.
scooch a little closer, and she does have the dagger. She's gonna see if she can try to like cut through the webbing to get him free.
Make an attack roll with your dagger.
If you cut him by accident, he can take the hit, unless you got something crazy going on with it.
It's an 8 because the dice are unkind today.
That is a pity. So you reach out with the dagger, and you want to get a piece of this, but unfortunately, with Nazareth in the way, you're so scared of hurting Nazareth and Otis that at the last second you kind of pull away, and your dagger finds stone instead of web.
I don't want to hurt you or your bird.
Like, hey Nazareth, give us some space. You're making her nervous.
Space. Space? And you watch as Nazareth kind of does a 360, and it's like, space?
It's all good. But yeah, she's processing it.
So, just a quick question. Since my elemental could go through spaces as small as 1 inch, could the elemental go by and use their action to remove the webbing?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They would need to go 40 feet and
40
would
feet.
get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, attack up. Wait, I can't really see the corner of. It is. Oh, wait.
You're right. You can't see it.
Wait,
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Wait.
You can't respond to a threat you don't see. That is, in fact, the way it works.
That's true. So just to clarify, Otis, the spider is before Otis, or
Well, from what you hear,
Mm-hmm.
something's going on over there. You saw Bim go that way. You know Otis is over there. You've heard him and Yvain talking.
Okay. Well,
But Mike could be able to make out what was said.
They can handle it. Don't worry about it, Mike. I'm sure they've got that.
okay. Well, I mean, like, 'cause the thing is, he'll be restrained to their next turn. So that was the.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. They got this. They got this. It's fine.
All right, Yvain, Bim, Otis have all done something. Mike and Artis are not, so we're back up to the spider. It waits. It waits. So we'll skip down to Bim and Otis were on the same turn. So I'm going to say Otis gets to go first because he responded to this first.
All right. So Otis will. Can Otis speak in common as a free action and then continue his dialogue using his spell as his actual action?
You can't. I mean, you're restrained right now. You have to break through.
Oh, you want me to break the grapple before anything?
Oh no! I'm sorry. You can speak in common all you want. Go for
Okay.
it. Like, talking's a free action, no problem. If it gets long, then I'm gonna say, hey, it's too long for 6 seconds. But like, you can talk, no problem.
Don't worry, everybody. It's just hungry. We're handling it. And Otis will try to break loose as his action.
Okay, make a strength check, please.
All righty. Thank the Lord, he is not exhausted. Raw strength.
Yep.
Okay. That's an 11.
You just needed a 12. So
I
you
know.
Just missed
I
it.
know.
So you kind of try to tense your muscles and stretch it out, but just the way that your arms are wrapped and the narrowness of this hallway, you don't want to hit Yvain, you don't want to hit the spider. It's kind of like your surroundings are making it that much more difficult. So you give it a good try, but the webbing is too strong.
Otis and Spy will be like, you made a really good web. This is going to take me a second.
Bim?
Bim is going to. Let's see.
It's the longest spider encounter. You kill a basilisk in like half a round. The spider takes 5 rounds.
I know. Bim is going to push through, I guess. Trying to avoid the spider as much as they can, but go for the dagger.
That space is occupied. You try to go through it, you're going to get an attack of opportunity. Plus, it's difficult terrain. And in order to do what you're trying to do, you'll have to actually go to the other side of Otis. Which, you can do. Take your full movement and you provoke an attack of opportunity.
Holding actions is an option.
Oh.
Oh?
I have a little something called infusions.
Yes, you do!
So Bim is going to kick their boots a little bit. It's kind of activating them, and they're going to use their boots of the winding path to teleport on the other side of Otis to get on the other side. It's 15 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough.
That's
for
nifty.
sure. You can see it. Yeah. So you bamf out and then back in behind him. Yvain takes a step back to let you in.
Okay.
Now what?
Since that was actually a bonus action, so as my action,
Nice.
I am going to cut Otis out with a little dagger.
Make an attack roll.
An attack roll. Okay.
This is the most non-battle battle or the most battle non-battle. One of the two.
That is going to be a 16.
Hits. How much damage?
Let's see. Where's the D4?
It's gonna hurt.
We're in here. Sorry if I murder you.
Just a little bit.
This is worth it.
Oh no.
The spider, why?
That is
Why
a
is it
7.
one?
I rolled max on it.
That's fine.
Ooh.
That's
So you reach out and you bamf into place, and as you do with your dagger, you take a very quick look at it, and you do the whole like math meme, like where you're looking at all of it, and you just go. And as you do, you take that one spot where like it was kind of like all bound together, and it just falls away, like a surgical strike. Well done.
Nice.
That ends your turn.
Yes. That's everything Bim can do for Otis.
Yvain, you gonna do
Thank you.
anything?
She's like, oh, he popped into place right in front of me. And because Fem's in between her and Otis, there's not really much she can do. So she's just
Sure.
like, gonna just. So is the space behind her where Nazareth is that an open corridor?
I mean, there is space you can move, if that's what you're asking. You haven't seen around the corner yet, so
I think she's gonna try and take a little peek around the corner just to make sure nothing's
Yeah.
gonna come up behind them.
yeah. As you peek around the corner, we'll just move you into that corner. You can see that there's another door right here.
Oh, there's also a door over here.
Back up to the top. The spider is not looking happy. And if a spider could sneer, it would. And it gets its little, like, mandibles directly in your face. And you can see that, like, they're dripping, like, this weird green ichor. It looks gross. And it's right up in your face. Hungry.
Well, it's not my turn, so I can't exactly talk.
You can respond.
Okay. All right, I just got loose. Hold your horses. I'm working on it.
It remains like face to face with you, like this much room, but does not attack you. It is your turn.
Otis is casting Goodberry.
Okay, you cast Goodberry and pop one into its weird little mouth, and as you do, you hear in your head, "Ugh." Disgusting.
But are you hungry?
And it moves a step back. And a step back. And then you lose it in the darkness as it goes back into the...
You're welcome.
From a distance, you just hear...
See that, guys? It wasn't mad. It was just hungry.
That is an interpretation of what happened. Absolutely. Kellen, can you do me a favor and roll me an initiative roll, please?
Absolutely, I can do that for you.
I appreciate it.
I would be glad to.
Your cooperation is noted.
I rolled a 19. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. What is your dexterity modifier? So we got 3 people with 19, so...
Only +1.
Okay, so I'm going to put you... What's Nazareth's dex?
It's a +2 modifier. I think it's like 14 or something.
So you're after the bird.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so we are now going to kind of jump into very general turn order.
Okay.
So this is not going to keep going, but I want to let Kellen start to get into the space with you. You have now arrived at the mouth of this cave-looking area. There are a series of rough-hewn steps that go down into utter darkness.
So you mentioned
Look
an
down.
auto.
You can see it.
Oh, sorry. You mentioned an auto token. I do not see auto. Is he
that
auto
is
with me?
true. Otto is with you. I haven't made the token yet, though. Hold on.
Oh, okay. No worries. So he will cast. He will draw his special. Wait a minute. Huh. Whoa. I was about to cast light on my dagger like a casual, but I have a super cool light ring. I'm gonna activate my light ring. Luminari.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is a terrible robot, but we'll use it for now until I get a better token. So give me a second and I'll assign you that token so you can move Otto as you will.
And will Otto roll separate initiative or share mine?
Share.
Okay.
Oh, no, I took the wrong one. The question, do you spell Otto O-T-T-O or A-U-T-O?
A-U-T-O.
All right.
It's short for automaton.
As it should be. Okay, you should be able to control Otto now, and I will update your light situation since you're now giving off light.
Excellent.
I got something. There you go. So you now have light coming off of you, and you can see these stairs going down. So what we'll do is, as the group moves approximately 30 feet, you can move approximately 30 feet. We'll see if and when you find each other. No meta gaming, please, on where he should go, because I want to see where you go.
For
Although
sure.
I don't think they can see your light. I don't know if they can or not. We'll see.
Cannot.
All right, so because
Hold on. I can't even really see my light.
do you know? You
Am I in a hallway?
Oh yeah, I should mention this map is very hallwayed. So right now you're not actually in a hallway. There's like mountainous terrain to it'd be your left, and then you can just see this set of stairs that goes down into what is a hallway.
Okay, so I moved.
Okay. Group, what are your plans? For Micah and Ardris, you do see that every 12 seconds or so, flame, and then it dies. Yvain sees a door. The rest of you have barely seen anything.
I suppose we can just go back now, I suppose, unless we really want to take our chances with the hallway.
Yeah, okay. And they'll follow suit.
Okay. You move back to the group.
Otis will tell them, hey, Yvain said there's a door over there.
Have you gone through the door over there?
No. And Otis noticeably scowls at Ardris talking. I was kind of busy.
Is there some amount of them like talking amongst themselves that will allow me to move again?
Yes, I'm waiting for Yvain and Bim to make movements, and then it'll be your turn to move.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm in head. She's gonna like slowly walk towards the door.
Okay. You end up at the door.
Just kind of like I don't really know about. She's gonna like try and check the door. She's not good at it, but she's like, eh.
Make a. You're checking for traps.
Mm-hmm.
Make a survival check, please.
No heavens. That's a whole 6. Let's break up different dice.
Doesn't look trapped to you.
She'll nudge it open.
You attempt to, and it is locked. Kellen, go ahead and move your 30 feet as you'd like to.
Professor Bim, door is locked.
Sorry, Kellen, can you tell me how are you moving?
How am I moving?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just walking straight up the stairs right now.
Down the stairs.
Just down the stairs. Just they really look like they're drawn going up, but yes, down.
Honestly, I could have them backwards. I always get very confused with the way stairs are done. So.
Fair enough.
Okay. Cool. I don't know. Is Bim back?
I'm so sorry. My dogs are fighting outside. I had to go up there.
All good. Yvain is at the door, and it is locked.
Wait, where is the door?
Ooh. You saw Yvain turn at the end of that hallway to your right and then go up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Does Bim need to work their magic again?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Bim will unlock the door then. Roll. Okay.
Can Otis move up the hallway a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll do so.
Is there anyone who's not just following the group? Like, it'd be handy if we can just move as a group instead of
Right.
one.
I think everybody's following them. 27.
Ooh. Yeah. Somehow, Bim makes it look easier than last time. It is just, like, barely, like, even looks at the door.
She's like, oh, okay, yep, there you go. And just like push it like a little bit.
As you push, you see a dark room inside.
Darkness. Love it.
From your angle, I think pretty much the only thing you can tell is it does appear to be a taller room.
Okay.
Are you going inside? You staying outside?
Is Yvain going first, or are they gonna let Bim go first?
Letting Bim go first. Just like, you cracked that thing in the jaw. You expect squishy little me to go first?
Oh, Yvain, I hate to say, I'm pretty sure that your hound is about to disappear.
Yep.
No.
I'll move the hound.
Starting to
off
enjoy the
mat,
good
just in
boy.
case.
Or girl.
I need a yes or no on going in the room. I'd like this to be a
Yes.
party decision. If
Bim
possible.
says
I'm down to go in the room.
This is entering the room because he is not afraid.
You'd have to push past a lot of people.
I will go first for House of Laura.
Oh yeah, I was like, put yourself in the room, and I forgot that I had the door. Let me remove the door so you can put yourself in the room. There you go. Put yourself in that room.
Okay.
Whee!
Kellen, go ahead and talk to me about where you're moving as they move.
What is that thing?
So, two super quick fast questions. One, time is kind of the essence, and I am looking to catch up with them. Are you okay with me using Expeditious Retreat to double the speed while I
Absolutely.
concentrate on the spell? Okay. And secondly, what does Kellen actually see right now?
Right now, what you see is these rough-hewn hallways. It's clearly like intentional. This is not a natural cave system. You had a turn to your left just behind you that you've passed, and then this one goes directly in front of you, and it kind of disappears in darkness at the end, but it appears to take another turn to the left. I tell you what, I'm feeling a little bit generous. Go ahead and make a survival check. We'll see if you can pick up any tracks.
Okay. 17.
Nice.
17 is not bad at all. As you are moving forward, you notice there seemed to be a lot more disturbance of the natural dust behind you than there is in front of you. Also, you see lots of webs.
They must have turned left, Otto. Let's go this way.
Otto is the best character to voice because I don't have to voice anything. 2, 3. Can you stop at that junction for me really quick?
Right here?
One more down. I think you can see this to the left. As you spoke aloud to Otto and moved away, you heard sound behind you. And if you look back, and at the very edge of your vision, you can see there is what appears to be a skeleton. Sorry, you moved just too close for him.
Oh, like an actual standing up skeleton.
Yeah, like an actual skeleton. Correct.
Then I guess.
But you have Expedition Retreat, which means you're moving at twice the speed the skeleton is. So I wanted to make sure you saw it. You can keep going if you want.
I'm actually only moving at 40 feet because that's what Otto can move without expending his action.
But okay. That's still faster than the skeleton.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just making sure you know for tracking where things are. I'm only moving
Nice.
at 40 feet. So he will turn and say, I suppose it's time to test you out, Otto.
Otto does not respond. I really like this though. Okay. So your intention is to get into a scrap with this thing?
Yeah, my intention is to whirl, draw my wand, and watch Otto fight this.
Awesome. Cool. So Otto will go on yours. I'm going to go ahead and roll a few initiatives because I think both parties are about to get into it, and I want to make sure I'm prepared.
Yo, that's actually kind of funny. Spider fell onto my PC right now.
Oh God.
Nah, I got it. It's a small guy. But yeah.
They're coming for you.
They're coming for
Did
you.
you say we're fighting as well? Don't.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
Eric was getting into a scrap apparently. I thought that thing was friendly.
Sorry, I gotta add a few different turns here. So give me just one moment.
It's going down.
Honestly, we're probably close enough to break. Do you want to take a quick break while I get this all set up before we jump back in? Straight down from the entrance, Kellen decides to test Otto and see just how well Otto is going to be able to focus as a steel defender facing off against this skeleton. The rest of you walk into this room and you can see there is, like I said, this room has massively tall ceilings, about like 20 feet up, pretty tall. It is very, very, very dark in here. So with dark vision, you're able to see in grayscale, but it is not easy to see. The main feature that you all notice as the door clicks behind you is that there's this massive mound of stone in the far corner. And as that door clicks, it turns. And it is truly, truly gargantuan. As it turns to face you, this massive stone golem looks angry. Now I'm going to say that none of you are surprised, but all of you are aware that this stone golem doesn't seem to be a friend. So unless you tell me otherwise, we're jumping into initiative order for both teams, and we're going to try and run 2 concurrent battles at the same time.
Anybody speak primordial?
You are the top of our initiative order. What do you want to do as you see this thing? It was hunched, sitting away from the door, and as that door clicks and it turns to face you, it is.
It's my turn.
Oh, it's big.
I will look at it and wave my wand, and in Elvish I will say "Be gone," and I would like to cast Banishment on it.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I like that. What is the saving throw for banishment? Can you remind me?
Charisma.
Okay. And it needs to beat what?
16.
16. It doesn't have a way to beat 16. I'm so angry about that. Got a -5 for charisma. It doesn't have a way it can be. And I rolled really well because it gets advantage against magical conditions. Okay, so you watch as it...
Part of me is not.
It disappears.
Right, well, that won't last forever, so we should finish our business here as quickly as possible. Anything?
Got some shit to do.
I kind of feel
I have
really
some
bad.
stuff to do. 1 second.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so you do that. Do you move or do anything?
Yeah, we
I
can.
will move, but I will box it at the moment. But yeah, whenever it is possible to move forward, I will.
Okay, give me just a moment to shuffle some stuff. As this thing disappears, you see in the spot that it had vacated, there were a bunch of snakes curled up that begin to slither their way towards you. Well, I accidentally selected everything instead of snakes. Okay, so a bunch of snakes are in the area, just kind of all coming from where it was resting. You figure it was probably resting there for a very long time, so they began to move outward. You choose not to move, correct?
Yeah, because I don't want to have to push through everybody, so I'll just stay.
Okay. I just realized I didn't give a snake turnover.
Snakes don't have turns.
Since when? Since when does a snake, huh? You explain that to me. I'll just give one for all of them since I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, next up is... Ooh, this is going to take a little bit of balance. Sorry, you guys. Micah.
All right.
So, right now you see a bunch of snakes.
Okay. Let's see. So it was snakes over there. What Micah is going to do first is have the snake right here make a intelligence saving throw. DC 16. As
Cool.
I cast
Cool.
Mind Flipper.
All right, that does not seem overkill for a snake at all. Cool. Love it. Wait just a second to pull up my snake again. I don't imagine it's very intelligent, but no, it's definitely not. Another -5. What was the DC again?
DC is 16.
It can't make the DC. It fails. It has no ability to make the DC.
Perfect. So it takes just 6 points of damage, but then it have to on its next turn if it makes a saving throw. I think it's a D4. I think to subtract from it. Let me double check.
Yep.
I feel like when you say
next
if,
save minus a
you
D4.
mean yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
and then for the elemental, they're going to move up and smash twice in the face.
The same snake that you just attacked?
Yes. All right. So the first attack. Oh, that's a hit. That is a 14 on the dice. So that'd be a 22, I think. Yeah.
Yep, hits.
All right. And then that is going to be okay. So that is going to be 12 points of damage for the first hit.
This snake is dead.
Oh, okay. All right. It's going to attack the snake on the side.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. That's 10. So that should be 8. Yeah, 18 to hit.
18 hits, yes.
Okay, perfect.
They're just snakes. They're just snakes.
All right. And that's another 12 points of damage.
Nice. This snake is also dead.
All right. And that's it for me.
Okay. Excellent. Nazarath. We have currently Nazarath on their own turn, but I think it should be on your turn, right?
Well, it gets
you
its
use
own
them.
initiatives, but yeah. As a familiar, it has its own
Okay.
initiative, yeah.
Okay. It's Nazarath's turn. Nazarath, do anything?
I'll have it hold an action. If it looks like a snake becomes an aggressor toward Otis, it will fly in his face as an attempt to distract it, as a help action to give it attempt to oppose disadvantage on it if it tries to attack Otis. Is that possible?
Let me think. I think you can hold.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's like holding a help action.
You can hold a help action for yourself,
Yes.
which would not impose disadvantage, but could give you advantage.
Well, that'll work.
Okay. Cool. So Nazarath's holding the action to give you help.
Yes.
Kellen, you are currently in the bottom of this little map. with your
Correct.
Steel Defender.
I have my weapons drawn, daggers out, wand is out, but he's literally like, Otto, get him.
Okay. Tell me what Otto does.
Otto will move forward to, and Kellen will follow slightly behind to attack the skeleton.
Okay. I gave you the sheet, so you should be able to.
I think Otto attacks at a +5 currently.
Look at the stats. Let me double
I
check.
think it's +4 and then +1 because of proficiency bonus increases.
Currently, it's +4 for attack.
Oh, does Might of the Master not apply for his purposes?
Sure, it counts. +5.
I mean, no is also fine, but with +5, that's...
Well, it's tricky because it's not exactly your Steel Defender. You know, like you didn't create it, so it's a little bit
I
tricky.
mean,
but I'm going to say
if you want to
yes.
use the creator's proficiency bonus to
no.
I'm down.
We'll compromise at a 5.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Oh, an 11 to hit? Right, now let me go to yet another page that I've got running. An 11 misses. So the Steel Defender, it is crazy cool because as it strides forward, its legs split apart again into like these long, spindly structures. So it almost has like several dozen of these kind of spider legs that are giving it better purchase on the stone ground as it strides forward in front of you. And as it lashes out, it's just a problem of skeletal anatomy. It strikes true through a hole in the ribs, where it would have done some serious damage to something that wasn't a skeleton.
Good attempt, Otto. I'll keep watching.
All right. Next up is our banished stone golem. So that's a thing. Now snake's turns. All right. So for my snakes, let me double check how much movement they got. Yeah. Okay, this one's gonna go here, and this one will go here. All right, so the first snake is going to try to attack the elemental.
Okay.
1 times. Don't think that's gonna do it. With a 14 to hit.
No. It misses.
So it snaps forward, and as it does, like it singes its jaw a little bit, which is pretty crazy. The second one is going to attack Otis. That was definitely going to hit at a 23.
Yep.
Okay. Please make a con save while I roll.
Hey. Dice don't fail me now. Oh, nice. 25.
Ooh, very nicely done. So you take 7 points of poison damage, except you know what poison feels like, and this feels weird. And 1 point of piercing damage, so 8 points total, but you are not poisoned or whatever the other effect would be.
Okay.
And that is our snake's turns. Bim.
Bim.
It is not your turn.
Uh-oh.
sorry to do that to you.
What horrors await me?
The 24 hits.
Oh, yeah, 24 hits.
Okay, you are restrained as a web shoots down from almost directly above you.
What the heck?
On the wrong layer, so give me just one though.
Otis didn't see that?
Did not.
Okay.
They're tall ceilings, gotta look up, man. So this spider is now dangling. Well, it's not dangling actually. It's latched onto the ceiling and it has webbed you in place. You are currently restrained. All the stuff I said before about what restrain means And then it begins to move along the ceiling.
Hey, it's taking me away.
Over to on the wrong layer again. I gotta tell you what, I've got too many layers. Over to the far side of the room. And as it is here, as it is going, I need to roll again once again. Nazarath, as it moves past, 25 was a natural 20 to hit.
Yeah, she gone then. As a familiar.
So, hold on. I need a con save from Nazarath.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Uh, 17.
Well, 17 is good. Congratulations for that. Okay, so... Oh, sorry, it's half on save. One more. $21 points of damage from Nazareth.
She gone. As a familiar. Yeah, she
All
just
right.
poofs
Yeah.
out of existence.
Yeah, so Nazareth is this weird thing in which it doesn't exactly poof out of existence. It's almost like collapsing into an ember. So Nazareth, the form ripples away, and there's this little spark of an ember that is kind of floating where Nazareth was. I'm going to leave Nazareth the token right there. Just know that it is not currently in Nazareth. Cool. Something else happens.
Oh my gosh.
It is the skeleton's turn. So the skeleton is going to attempt to attack the Still Defender back. Ooh, and a big whiff from the skeleton. An embarrassingly big whiff from the skeleton. Basically, this eyeless form is just kind of barely dragging itself forward. And as it lifts the short sword, it just clanks against the wall next to it. It doesn't even make a full arc of a swing. It just hits the wall and then kind of gives this grotesque, like, growling sound. That is the skeleton's turn. Bim, you are currently restrained.
Bim! Okay, I'm gonna get out.
Strength check.
Because I have squat nimbleness because I'm a gnome. I'm going to make, because I'm attempting to escape a grapple, so I'm going to use my acrobatics.
It is not a grapple. You're restrained.
Oh, yeah, okay. Strength, that's fine.
It's a fairly low DC.
E- 11.
You needed a 12, unfortunately. No! So Ben is like, nah, I got this. It's not budging, unfortunately. That is your action.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all you can do, yeah?
Oh, let's see.
You're restrained, your movement is 0.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if I've got anything that's a bonus action that I could do. Nah, I couldn't do that. I didn't take damage, so no. Bim is helpless at the moment.
Aw, that is sad. Otis, it's up to you.
All right.
All of it is up to you.
This is, well, I got a question.
Okay.
Is Nazareth still able to be activated as a wildfire spirit, even though it has been reduced as a familiar or non-existent as familiar?
Good
right
question.
now? That I'm not going to get an answer to. I see how it is.
You don't already know the answer. I'll tell you.
Well, in that case, Otis is mad, and Speak with Animals is still active. So if there's a
How long does speak with animals last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Yep. So if there's a general animal speech, are you allowing for that? Like a general language shared by all animals?
Sure.
Or okay.
Sure.
Well, Otis in general animal will be like, we was gonna come to a peaceful understanding, but you touched my bird. And Aaron, you're gonna hate me. Otis is going to cast Conjure Animals.
I do actually hate you just a little bit. I do.
Yes, the thing of beauty, my favorite spell in D&D. My favorite spell in D&D in full effect.
You should have touched this bird.
Yep.
Okay. What kind of animal are we going for here?
Oh, we getting 8 giant owls in here.
Oh Lord!
You can do 8?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
You can do
1/4 or
8?
lower. 8 beast challenge rating, 1/4 or lower. 8 giant owls.
Hydra animals is incredible.
This
I
is
have giant owl things set up if
Phenomenal.
you want them. Yeah.
We was just like, I knew this was coming.
so good. Let me
I
tell you
have
how
tokens
much
set up for
I
those already if you want
like
them.
that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
A little bit.
I think I can copy and paste this one. It'll be okay. I'll just change the color so I know that it's not my stuff.
Thank you, Ursa,
This
for bringing
is-
in my favorite spell.
Of course,
You know,
Big Dog,
this
you knew it
is-
was coming. You knew it
This
was
is
coming.
good. This is good. No, this is good.
I can't drag it onto the thing.
Oh, this is
Never mind.
How many did you say? 8?
8. 8
All right.
giant owls.
We going to Mordor, fam.
Cool. There are now 8 giant owls in this space. That's fun. That's a thing that definitely happened.
I got to roll initiative for each one, I think. Oh, I got to roll.
share initiative. Yeah, share initiative, yeah.
Yeah, they got to share initiative.
Yeah, they shared it.
Let me roll it for them.
No, they're gonna take your just.
Oh, you want them to share my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've just come into being. It makes sense.
So, I mean, I don't have to issue commands to them, but in the act of summoning them, will you allow me to utilize them in the same turn?
Well, I don't know. What does it say?
They obey verbal commands that you issue them. No action is required by you.
Mm-hmm. So technically they would do it normally on their own initiative, but since you decided to put it on his, it's pretty much the same as like my summon construct or summon elemental, but with more creatures, of course.
Cool. Give him a command.
All right. Does the room appear any larger to the owls than the borders that we see? Is this all one room? Because we got the dark vision going on.
Sorry.
So, like, do the owls filling the space?
I apologize. One more time. What challenge rating can you do up to?
1/4 for 8 creatures. I can go up to 1/2 with the spell, but I only get 2 1/2 creature rating creatures.
You get 8 1/4. Are you sure? Or you
I'm
get 2
reading.
half.
Oh,
I don't think it.
no,
Choose
I
one of
think
the following options for what appears: 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower, or 4 beasts of challenge rating 1/2 or lower, or 2 beasts of challenge rating 1
Okay,
or
it's
lower.
4
or 1
for
beast.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you have them do?
Okay. Owl closest to. Can I have the owls help each other since they all share a wavelength?
You have to give a command to this group of owls. You cannot command each individual owl.
Take all my enemies up there. And Otis is basically, through that verbal command, trying to get them to grapple, fly to and grapple all of the animals in this room and fly them up in the air.
Okay.
I got 8 giant owls here. Like you got...
Yeah. Okay. No. I'm just trying to decide how to go through with it. It's all good.
You said I got a 20-foot ceiling.
You do have a 20-foot ceiling. That is an accurate statement of what I did say out loud. That is true. All right. Okay. So you tell them all, take all the animals. I need 3 strength checks.
Do they get
One-
advantage?
No. One at disadvantage.
One at disadvantage.
That giant spider is bigger than the owls.
Collectively, so they can't they can't come in together and take one up.
How much space do you think's in this room?
I mean, okay, if you got one owl here, I can't ping. Hold on. If I got one owl here and I got one owl here on either side in the 5 feet squares, that would
okay. I'll let you have a straight roll for that.
Okay, I'll take straights for all of them.
I think this is absolutely ridiculous, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Conjure animals. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We've got an 18. We've got a 15, and we got a 19. Do with what you will.
All right. Snake, and spider all go. Well, the spider's already up, I guess. So that was probably a moot point.
Checking out of the well, yeah.
The spider's on the ceiling, so they can't raise the spider, but they raised the two snakes up into the air. That is something that definitely happens. So both of them go up. I will say that for the snake that is further to the south, the brown one, you can evade, and Otis can take an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Otis will, for sure.
Okay.
There'll be normal staff strike, quarter staff strike.
Okay.
Let's see here. I should be +4 on that now. Yeah, I'm +4 on that. Wow. That is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
All right, rolling damage. Yeah, 2 damage.
This is the busiest map I have ever had, I will just say. Like, my goodness. I was like, I'll give them small spaces in order to see how they can handle the area effect. And you're like, how about 1 million birds? How do you feel about that?
Shouldn't have touched this bird.
From the outside, for the rest of you, this is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. Because, like, there was a stone golem, then it disappeared. Then Bim got trapped in a bunch of webs, and a spider skittered along the ceiling. And then Otis was like, don't like that Nazareth just got attacked, and there are birds everywhere. It smells terrible. There's feathers all over. And as these birds lift up the snake, Otis is like, ha! And minorly damages the snake that is being held. So both snakes are now out of range for all melee attacks because they are 20 feet up. The spider is already on the ceiling, so it doesn't move any at all.
Oh, did Yvain want to take an attack of opportunity?
She attempted. I only got a 7.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, a 7 does miss. I will say that due to your birds, you are now aware of the fact that there is another spider.
Okay, here we go.
Because
You're gonna eat me.
You won't be surprised now.
Yeah. Well, can Otis communicate that as a bonus action or as a free action?
You can talk if you want.
Okay. There's another spider somewhere in here, guys. It's over there. He points to indicate that the spider is in the corner of this room.
Up in the corner, up on the ceiling.
Okay, so the ceiling.
Cool. This has been phenomenal. Excellent. Wonderful. Loving every second of it. You hear this grinding sound. And stepping through a secret door here is a skeleton that is going to make an attack on Bim with advantage because Bim is restrained.
I will use my reaction to make that a straight roll.
Okay.
Yeah, out here.
Can do. Don't like it, will do it still. Oh my gosh, what is it to hit? 17 to hit.
Oh, that still hits.
Yeah.
Does it still hit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I tried, Fab. I tried.
You did try. And does a 24 would also hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I rolled garbage for the damage, though.
Good.
Hate you too. So that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Gotcha.
As it takes its short sword and makes 2 quick slashes, and because of the web, you can't get out of the way. Normally, you'd be like, yeah, but
all right.
Okay, cool. That happens. Spider. This spider is going to first web Ardris. And then...
David think it can do such things.
Ardris, 24 to hit.
That does.
It can web from that far away?
It can. It's within range.
I think that does hit.
24 does hit. Okay, you are restrained. Blah, 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 blah. And then it is going to get it forward and make an attack against Otis.
Or is not impeding its progress at all if it's going across the ceiling?
I mean, I could do the physics for birds, but I have decided not to.
Okay.
I didn't even move the birds to where they would be. I just left them there. They're going to be there. Kind of thing. Technically, because of Webwalker and Spider Climb, it ignores difficult terrain anyway. So
Got it. Okay, no problem.
Making it in the middle. This, however, will not hit you. So it
Oh, that's a miracle.
It skitters across and then dangles down in front of you and tries to bite you. And it just kind of hits open air as the web is pulled taut. Ooh, Yvain, we've almost made it through an entire turn of combat. What would you like to do? Any animals you'd like to summon?
Bring in the Celestial.
Yes.
Bring in the Celestial.
Do it.
I left the dog on the map in case I needed it. So if you're gonna pull it out, just let me know.
Well, for her action, she's going to channel her divinity and use Path to the Grave, which any creature one creature she sees within 30 feet of her, she's going to curse it. So the next time her or an ally hit that creature, the creature has vulnerability to all of that damage, and she's hitting that giant spider that's in front of her.
Okay, cool, excellent. You cursed that. Sorry, real quick, Ardris, I need you to make a concentration check.
Ooh.
What happened? Why am I concentrating?
You get smacked, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For the banishment.
But I didn't take damage, though. I didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 2. Oh, no, that's not dirty 20. That's an 18.
I mean, you maintain it. It didn't take any damage. All you had to do was hit a 10. You're good.
I am House of Iron. We don't fail.
Other than cursing the giant spider, anything else you're doing, Yvain?
And she is going to summon the hound back on the other side of the spider.
Cool. This is the best day of my life. I love it.
7 more stuff.
Oh, I'm going to move this bird out of the way because I can't even see what's on the map anymore.
I love this map.
The bird flew the coop.
7 more things.
Okay.
And everything.
Cool.
I think it gets its own initiative.
Cool.
I have to check it. Where's that hound?
Well, I have
Honestly,
no idea if 420 has a maximum initiative, but we better find out.
Honestly, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh god, this is so funny.
This is ideal. Let me tell you that way.
It does, and I rolled a 15 for it.
That is so good for us. I can't even make the hound a token in order to give it a turn. Why? Maybe because it's controlled by you instead of me. I don't know. This is great. No, this is great.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Okay.
I would help you, but I don't have permission to add things to the map. Unfortunately.
I will fix that at some point because I would like to be that. So I think I might have broken my computer trying to make this happen, actually. So I'm gonna let it think for a little bit. Wow, guys, what an interesting round of combat. Our stone golem is somewhere. There are many birds, and so far the skeleton and steel defender have failed to land any blows on each other. This is a very long 6 seconds, but I know that we're getting close to the end of where we need to be tonight. Anything we need to resolve before we put a pin in this for next time?
I want to break out of this ilk at some point, so we can do that now or next time.
I got you, Ree. I got you.
Well,
I got owls.
You're at the top of the turn, so it makes sense to kind of prepare that for next time. So.
Yeah, we'll pause it here. I hate pausing in mid-battle, but I know we have other places to be and do. So we will start up again in the middle of combat next time.
Ooh, super excited. I'll be honest, this is probably one of my favorite combat scenes I've been in a long time. If you all can see this map, it is absolutely bananas. So with that said, hope you all enjoyed this session. I am so looking forward to our next episode to see how much more chaos we can bring into this combat scene. So until then, farewell for now.